So a few weeks ago, I made a pretty poor choice with myself and decided to start playing Call of Duty again. Now, I've been watching Call of Duty more often online on YouTube and whatnot, and been watching it like competitively and watching the matches and watching the games and starting to get that itch, that itch that we always get when we're missing doing something that we really used to love doing. And it was coming back and the itch was full on and I was feeling the addiction come back, boys. And I started to miss it, and which didn't help at all, right? And I didn't think it was a bad idea to get back into it. But I'm going to talk about my history with the game and kind of explain to you guys why this was a horrible decision and was a lesson that needed to be learned again by myself. So you might be thinking, it's just a game, right? Like, what harm could it do to me? Well, over the last 10 to 15 years, more like 10 years, I have had phases where I become literally obsessed and addicted to Call of Duty. I have this cycle that I go through when I play this game, and it's absolutely bizarre, and it absolutely cooks me every time, boys. But how it goes is I start off playing the game. I think it's a good idea to try playing the game. Whatever. No harm, no foul to try playing a game, right? Then I start playing it, and I start seeing how bad I am. And I get pissed off at the game. I'm fuming the whole time I'm playing. Like, I'm playing this game so much, and I'm getting obsessed with it because I suck at it and I want to be good at it. So I start playing more and more, even though I'm bad. So every time I'm getting off the game, I'm just absolutely fuming. I'm raging. My personality is literally different, and it's not healthy at all. And after, of course, now, since I've played the game for 10 to 15 years, this last time, of course, this happened. I was pissed at the game, of course. Hated the game, never wanted to see it again after every time I played it and got off, even though I wanted to keep playing it, even though I would be like, oh, it's 1:30 in the morning. I can probably get off now. And it's a realistic hour to get off this stupid game and stop wasting my whole night playing it. And after a couple weeks of playing the game, I started getting decently good at it, good enough. And what my threshold is of getting good enough at the game is, like, I was able, like, last weekend to get quad feeds in public matches, drop, like, pentakills, which is like 5 kills in a row. Enough for me to pub stomp when I had the ability to, just because I've played the game for so long. I have that muscle memory of how to play the game. I'm not a god by any means, but I'm good enough to turn up when I need to turn up. So I go through all this rage and animosity towards the game and all this hatred just to get good enough at the game. And then once I reach that part, guys, this is the best part. I start getting good, like I had mentioned, and then I have no desire to play the game because I'm bored and I'm playing good enough and there's no fun to it for me. So then I stop playing it and I get bored with it. What a crappy cycle that is. Does it make any sense? No, it's like a revolving circle, and it's so stupid, and I fell for it 3 weeks ago when I started watching more Call of Duty online and thought it was a good idea for me to get the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. So I spent $70 on this stupid game. I even went further, and I bought a stupid new controller for it. A gaming controller that has like back paddle buttons and trigger stops and all that garbage. I went full on, guys. I was going full on nerd gamer. And at last weekend on Sunday, I was playing this game and I got good enough, and I thought to myself in my head, what the heck am I doing with my life right now? I'm playing this game and getting obsessed with this game again for me to just quit it and just hate all the time that I wasted playing it. So it's a rinse and repeat cycle that I've had for the last 10 to 15 years the time before this time, I hadn't played Call of Duty in about 6 years. It was right around the middle of COVID, and I was playing online with friends, and it was COVID. It was like a legitimate excuse to play it. Now it isn't. Over the last 6 years, I had probably played it 2 or 3 times, like at friends' houses. Nothing crazy. Just played it here and there. Never had it. Still got mad at the game and whatnot, but I would leave their house after and I would not play it. But now I thought it was a good idea. Oh, I'm going to get back on it. It's going to be different. No, of course not. It's the cycle. It's the cook cycle, boys, that I get myself wrapped in that just fries me. But I can say now, at least, the last time I played the game was last Sunday, so it's been 5 days, and I returned the controller I got 2 days after I bought it to Amazon, so that's good. That's not there anymore. So if I am going to get back on and play, I'm going to be garbage, and I'm not going to be happy with myself. But, you know, the bigger picture here is I guess I needed to learn that lesson again. And there's some times in life where, you know, maybe you need to learn a lesson 17 times. I don't know, right? In this case, I did. It was a feeling that I had that I wanted to play it because I had been watching it on YouTube and thought it was a good idea to start playing it. But then right when I start playing it, I knew I was cooked and I was back in the cycle that I've always been, and I was literally ruining my life and changing who I was. And I know how this is a bizarre concept on how I react to this game. I'm sure everyone's had obsessions or addictions like this, but I had to frickin' just break it off cold turkey, remove it. I caught this early on too. When I had the game for a day, I tried returning it to Steam and they wouldn't let me return it because of the amount of playtime I had on the game was too much before the return window. You can either have the game for 2 weeks or play it less than 2 hours. And I'd already played it like 7 hours the first day or something, or first 2 days. And they wouldn't let me return it. So I was like, oh no, I'm cooked. So the next 3 weeks I played it, and yeah, that's basically what happened. But, it all just makes me realize, instead of getting good at a game, to stop caring about it again and go through my cycle that I've been going through my whole life, that I thought I broke 6 years ago, which I had been on a great streak. I want to spend the time now getting good at something that actually matters, that builds something, that builds me, like this YouTube channel, which this is why I've came full circle back to this channel, guys, because I know, we all know in general what the right thing is to do. I know me posting these things on YouTube and growing my channel is the right thing for me to do. But you still don't do them. And I've talked about this in other videos, and it's a struggle we always have. But it is what it is, and we keep fighting. And these are things, that's why we have to continue practicing what we preach. But now I am, again, officially done with Call of Duty. I still watch it on my phone, but I am so not playing it again. I'm done. I learned my lesson again. And here's a piece of advice for you guys about an addiction, or if you have an obsession. Whenever you've already broke your addiction multiple times and learned your lesson, please learn the lesson and remember it, and don't spend another $70 to learn it again. Peace.